Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Autohrycfix. Just want to start off by saying thanks for everyone for watching the videos. I hope you have been enjoying them. Thanks to all the subscribers, all the comments and everything. I really appreciate it. For those of you who are not subscribed, if you like, you can just click the subscribe button and the notifications on, and you'll get a notification every time I post a video. For those of you who already know, and for those of you who don't, I used to be a mechanic for about 15 years, and then I was a auto body shop director and also an estimator for insurance companies. And now I'm here to help you guys learn a few items here and there on here at home. So in today's episode, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be teaching you guys a few things about changing a tire. A lot of my nieces and nephews are starting to get their driver's licenses, and a lot of them don't know how to change a tire. So today what I'm going to do again is I'm going to just give a little list on the things you should know about changing a tire. So first things first, you want to know if you have lock nuts on your wheels. How you can distinguish that is that you'll see that if you have a 4-bolt or a 5-bolt or a multi-bolt hub, one of them will be a little bit different than the others. That's a good indication stating that there is a lock nut on the vehicle. So first things first, you're going to want to know, and for always to know, is where is that lock nut. Usually we put our lock nuts in our glove box. I think that's a good place to put it, but again, you guys can put it wherever you like. Some people put it with their lug nut kit. Turn with the tire. You can put it in the bag, or like I said, you can leave it in the glove box. So we'll start off by writing locate lock nut. And I'll just put a question mark next to it just to make sure that, to verify and make sure if you have a lock nut on the car. Second thing, guys, for all those new drivers out there or people who just bought a new car, another thing I would always do is just to verify and to make sure where the spare tire is located in the car. A lot of the cars, you'll see that the spare tire is located inside the trunk underneath the floorboard, and it is bolted there. But again, different vehicles, some of them have them underneath the car. It could be in the middle of the vehicle underneath, it could be in behind on some pickups. Some of them, the SUVs, have a spare tire on the outside of the car. But again, just verify where is your spare tire. Number 2, where is the spare located? And again, you're going to also want to know where is your jack. Where is jack? Another thing to know before, if that ever happens that you get into a flat tire and you need to change your tire, is to locate the points, the jacking points of the car. You can find that either online or in your owner's manual. But again, when we start, I'll go take a look and I'll show you guys. It's usually where it's underneath the car, where it's like a double plated little plate that comes out from the floor. Alright, so the next thing to know about changing your tire. So in the event that you get a flat, what you're going to want to do is, first of all, pull over to a safe place. If it's on the highway or anything, pull over to the shoulder as much as you can, and make sure that you're safe. Put on your 4-ways and make sure there's no cars coming anywhere. Get out of the car, get your... First things first I would do is, if you have one of those little compressor pumps that have a light on it that flashes, I would put that on to make yourself visible. If not, there's these car kits, emergency kits that you can purchase. I'll leave a link in the description down below. In there's little flashlights, those little triangles, reflective, to make sure that you are visible. You always want to be visible when you're in an emergency. So once that you have done that, what I usually keep in my cars, I keep these little triangles that you get when you buy those jack stands. You put this behind the wheel to make sure that it doesn't roll back. Some people say you put it on the opposite side of the tire that you're replacing, but I usually put them on two of the tires. Better safe than sorry. Next thing to do is you want to loosen the tire before you jack up the car, because you'll have a hard time removing the lug nuts if the car is up in the air, and it's harder. So you want to just loosen the lug nuts up, and then you can start jacking up the car. Depending on the jack that you have, most cars come with the common scissor jack. You want to place it where the jacking point is, in the middle, and you start jacking. You just turn and the jack will raise. A cool tip that I only learned a few years after I started driving is that you have your hook, and I always wondered what this hole was here for. Very simple. I'll show you. You hook up your hook to the jack stand, and then you stick this into the hole, and then while you're turning, you just got to turn like this, and you'll see it jacks up the car. I'll go ahead and I'll show you that later on. So we'll get back to our list. Number 5, be safe and make yourself visible. Visible. And chock your wheels. Chock wheels and loosen before you jack it up. All right. Now, another thing that I suggest is that if you get a frontal flat tire and you're not going a far distance, you can put the spare tire in the front. But again, it's temporary. So as soon as you can get that tire repaired, put back your original tire. Now, my advice is that if you are driving for a longer distance, especially if you're driving on the highway, what I would do, it takes a little bit longer, but again, you just want to be safe. If you get a flat tire in the front, you're going to want to put the back tire that is not flat into the front, and then put your temporary tire in the back. It's just for stability and for safety. Yes, I know it's a little bit more time consuming, but again, guys, you just want to be safe. Alright guys, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to just demonstrate without taking the tire off what you guys should do when changing a tire. So right away, I already chocked the tire on the right hand side. I'm going to go ahead and do the left hand side as well. Like I said, it usually should be the opposite end, but personally, these things are so small, I just keep it in the car and I do both. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to want to find the jacking point and stick your jack underneath. There you go. You can turn it by hand just to get it started. Remember what I told you guys about a nut that is not the same? We have our lug nut. we're gonna want to loosen the tire before removing it. See, like I said, you have more leverage when the tire is on the ground. So we go ahead and we loosen all 4 of the lug nuts. You're going to take your jack extension, take it around. That's that hole. And we're just going to turn. And that's it. And then you're just going to want to turn it to raise the car high as possible so that you can remove the wheel. So there you have it, a little tutorial on how to change and what you should look for when changing a tire. One last one is number 7, lucky number 7, is always to make sure that the spare tire has air. It's something that we forget about over time. It's always inside the car or outside the car. We're not using it. We forget about it, but we should every once in a while check the tire pressure to make sure that there is tire pressure, so that in the event if you get a flat tire, you're not taking out a spare tire that has no air either. Again, the PSIs for temporary tires are a little bit higher than the normal tires. They're usually marked on the spare tire itself. So again, number 7, verify the tire pressure in your spare tire. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys, especially for all those new drivers out there. I'm also looking forward for my nieces and nephews to get their license as well, and hopefully this list will help them as well. Again, if you guys, anybody out there has anything to add to the list or has any other different techniques in changing tire, please feel free to leave your comments in this comment section down below. And with that said, just want to say thanks again for watching. Like, share, and subscribe if you like this type of content, and I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, bye.